Hello, 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 and welcome to my Is Your Ex Coming Back series for September. As you know, guys, I'm reading signs in order, how many clicks and likes and comments you had in the previous reading. So don't forget to push your sign forward by just doing exactly that. So subscribe, like, click. So okay guys, if you're the first time here and first time seeing this series, I'm going to explain these cards because they're significators. But before I do that, I just want to let you know that this reading is not for you if you do not want your ex come back. But if, for example, if your ex is still calling you and want to get in touch with you, or you're still having second thoughts and you want to know really what is in their head, then this is actually a good reading to look into. So not only your sign but their sign. It's also good to check your ascendant and your moon sign because it's a general reading. Okay, so these cards here are called significators. What does it mean? That means they're going to be the same in each and every reading. Just trying to put some paper here so we actually can see these significators if it's going to collaborate with me. And is it? Well, maybe. So significators are going to be just like a chapter title on a chapter in a book, right? Where these cards are going to be identical in each and every reading. I'm not reading these cards. This basically took me forever. Like, this is actually my secret sauce, if you wish. I had to find a combination of these elements and cards that I can squeeze out so I can actually give you a really educated opinion about what's going to happen. This is not clear cut. This is not yes or no. Sometimes certain things need to happen in order for things to develop, right, in between the partners. So hence, I actually guide you through the process. So these are 7 cards. The first one is the Magician. In this category, I really want to figure out if your relationship was ever a starter, right? If you get kind of cards that are tricky over here, it's going to make me think, why do you really want to continue with this? Then I am using here Temperance reversed, right? Temperance upright is always kind of like, hey, you know, things are merging and lining up and all the stars are there. When in this category I'm putting this reversed, I want to figure out, even if you have everything favorable over here, what would need to be remedied in order to actually move forward. So this is going to be one significator, second significator. Either one can be you. You don't have to go with, oh, it's a girl, so I have to be a girl, kind of a thing. You are going to know which one is which. Then this is going to tell me the energy and the flow of information between the two of you, communications and stuff like that. And then these are 2 really important categories as well. Judgment is going to tell me, hey, is karmically this really in the best alignment with you? And you guys really should check my karmic readings as well, because it really tells you much bigger picture, right? You know, when they say you don't see forest from the tree, that's because you are too close to the problem, right? And if you're involved, let's say you really want this partner, then you're not able to kind of like see how that's going to be seen 20 years from now. Or maybe you should ask yourself, if you're as old as I am, well, do you still really want your boyfriend from 20 years ago? Or now you're kind of like, phew, he's gone, kind of a thing, right? So that's kind of a category where that's going to tell us that. And here is going to be about the next steps. So this is it in a nutshell. So hopefully we can start. And if you have any other questions, again, please give me your likes, shares, comments, and we can go from there. Hey, hi Libra, this is Kat and this is Ms. Kitty over here joining in the conversation over here, I guess. As you can see, it looks like this time around she really wants to be present, right, Seffi? Right, Sapphire, Seffi? Okay, that's how it started yesterday. She was not very talkative, but when she had something to say, she really said it. So let's start our reading. Guys, you did actually wake up. We were like pretty much on the chopping block. I said, oh my gosh, Cancers and Libras don't love me. Like, why are not liking? Why not commenting? Why is it like, this is happening? And then, whoo, you surprised me. You kind of like really jumped, like, quite a bit up. So hopefully you're going to continue with the same kind of like trajectory and be even more, because right after I finish this readings, I'm starting monthlies for September. So if you want to get it faster, please like, share, subscribe, you know the drill. Okay, so let's see, Libra, what is going on in this matter for September. So let's see that. So you have King of Pentacles reversed, 3 of Wands reversed. See, it's very difficult when a tail moves the cards, but I also like the good luck and kind of like spirits that come and gather around that innocence. And we have a 9 of Wands reversed. Why is everything reversing? 10 of Wands. Oh my gosh. Is it possible that your whole life... What? No, as you can see, it's like really weird. Look at that. I don't think that I have ever seen that. So there is a situation where you guys feel that the world is falling apart. Maybe you feel that everything is like somehow against you. Maybe you feel, oh my goodness, I really don't know how to center myself and how to feel after this, right? I mean, I do see here that you feel worn out. Like, in your case, if you're dealing with your ex, there was like something that you have been let down and you really didn't see it happening. It's something could have happened, you know, in the 11th hour kind of a thing. This King of Pentacles to me is a dude, and you know my angry unicorn. Where is my angry unicorn? Just give me a second to find him. Let me just give him a proper hairdo so he can be pretty for camera. So that's the King of Pentacles, who loves you, who takes care of you, who says all the stuff that you really want to hear, that you think it's just adorable, right? And you start feeling, oh my goodness, like, I mean, everything that I had so far is just simply kind of like not, it's just kind of like disappears, vanish, because of all these bad experiences, because this person actually did exist. And then all of a sudden you see this person's right colors, right? And maybe you're the only one who is seeing it, because to me, in fact, King of Pentacles reversed, as well as King of Cups reversed, can actually be very narcissistic, right? Because I do feel that you have been promised a whole bunch of things. It almost like it was somebody who was your, let's call it a rock. At least you felt it was a rock. Maybe you were getting to the stage feeling really, really cocky and like really really happy to this relationship, that maybe you were even giving other people advice about their own relationships, and then something happened that maybe was linking to some health issues that you guys had, and somebody just didn't want to deal with you being sick, so it was just like for the good part, not for the bad part. So basically it was just like, I mean, fun and games kind of a thing. But I also see that for some of you could be a third-party situation over here, and it was a real situation that maybe you felt this is going toward the marriage and something solid, where, you know, something has been found out. And I think, you know, when I see this Ten of Swords, this dude over here who is dead and who feels, you know, that, you know, some agreements have been betrayed, he has to recover, like this guy over here, like he's wounded, and this guy here is dead. So it was like going from bad to worse, right? But if this really means anything to you, it feels like that he is off his game as well. I mean, probably, I mean, this really tells me like you're like so shocked, or maybe it's going to be something that you're going to really find that is going to kind of like make you question, really? The person that I knew? Really? Like, it's kind of like, I would not be surprised that I also see Tower in this situation, right? Because this person is aggressive, but this person also, it can be even physical, so be very careful, right? Because I don't like these combinations over here. So if you have been with somebody who has abused you, please call a helpline or find a way, if you still have to live with this person, to kind of like escape, because I honestly see this person as being abusive and possibly taking money away from you or not allowing you to have access to funds, and that really scares me over here. I really have to say, this is somebody who is self-indulgent. I do see somebody who has alcoholic problems, and I also see that some of you guys will feel, oh, that's okay, like, I mean, we just have to go back on the right track, and that scares me even more, right? Because you might be accused, and narcissists do that with paranoia, right? Look at this, we have 9 and 9 and 10, so there's like something coming to its head. Karma kind of like spoke over here and gave us this card. This is like a 5 of Swords. Look at this dude, look at him. You imagine somebody grinning like that while you are this dude here, crying with face in your hands. Like, what does that say about this dude, right? So this card to me is a really cold-blooded warning about, you know, the real soul of this person. I really have to tell you. But this is falling in a karma segment, and it's really saying that, you know, maybe you need to kind of like look into these facts, because swords are about facts. Swords are about really what happened. And see if you can find, or maybe they can ask for forgiveness. There's going to be some element, and that's why I'm warning you, because this person has some kind of agenda. This person, I don't know, maybe something happened to their life that kind of like it got derailed. Maybe, well, they feel, maybe they had these 3 parties and everybody else kind of like pulled a chair out and they kind of like ended up on the floor. It could be a whole bunch of varieties here. I would be very, very careful, guys, here. If any of this is your scenario, I would be careful. Let me just put it this way, because when this card reverses, it's really talking, and this is like the proverbial 9 of Cups. Some readers will say, oh, make a wish, make a wish. Okay, I want to win every single lottery in the world. Well, it's not going to happen. That's because this is not how this card works. When this card reverses, it is really talking about somebody greedy or somebody materialistic and somebody who is boasting. So this person can come and just give you a sales pitch where the reality is completely different. I'm really concerned about this, but since I'm reading for you, Libra, I know that you are able to kind of like have very cerebral encounter with people, and this could be somebody really emotional. I don't know if you're dealing with a water sign over here. It could seem this way. Maybe you did let your guard down. Maybe you wanted to be cooperative and harmonious. This is a karma card that is coming through over here. We have another 5 over here. It's also reversed. Look at that. Like, why am I getting all these combat cards? And this is another angry dude. Like, I'm not imagining this. And look at this angry dude. He's also having this wand right covering his heart chakra. And this dude here is like, this person you're dealing with is saying what he thinks or she thinks they have to say in the moment to get them where they want to be, right? That's the problem. My angry unicorn will be sweet and stuff, but if they don't get anywhere, all of a sudden, just like on a push of the button, their entire demeanor, everything they were saying is just going to switch, and you will like, whoa, is that a like nice unicorn or really bad unicorn over here, right? So this is one of my karma cards. When the Judgment card appears, it's really talking about, you know, self-evaluation. And I really think that you need to really look at yourself and look at the situation. It sounds to me you really want to kind of like something to work out. You really want something long term. And also the 4 of Pentacles over here is telling me also there is like a need for stability and control and security kind of a thing. And that has been taken away from you. The goals have been taken away from you. It kind of like felt you are like a boat in a storm, like that you have freaking no control over the things, right? And you feel wounded, and that's what I'm saying, like somebody here was walking over you and rolling over you, right? Maybe you felt rejected. Maybe you felt, self-doubt. I see lots of self-doubt, and that's what happened. It's called gaslighting, right? And they try to convince you, like you see this deck of cards, but they will tell you, no, that was not a deck of cards. No, it was just a piece of paper or something else. That's what called gaslighting. They are trying to convince you that what you hear and that what you see, it's actually not happening, right? So you know what you want, and they will tell you that that's not what you want. You know what you feel, they will tell you you have no right to feel this way, where you do feel this way. This is definite abuse pattern over here, guys. I'm really, really concerned over here. And just as, look at this, just like as they step in and come forward, they're stepping right out. Look at this, 5 and 4, right? And they are becoming, again, going back into this mode that they have been. You might be dealing with a person who has mental health issues. I mean, narcissist, yeah, but maybe something more over here as well, right? So when you have this like 4 of Swords, this is kind of talking about somebody who's resenting something, right? Or frustrated. Like, I mean, this is the person who just wants to get their way. And if they don't get their way, oh my goodness. Like, I mean, you are the problem. Everybody else is the problem. This is a person you will listen, and they will be always talking about how other people are making him do or making her do things. So it's a victim. So be very careful, because you see over here, it's also, you have to be careful that in the interest of getting along, you don't get into some kind of conflict. That you don't get into conflict avoidance, right? So, or negotiation. There is like no negotiation if this is an abusive situation. You have to be very, very clear about that. I do have to tell you, this person is judging you. This person is judging you. They established that they're better than you are. That's what they did. And they established that somehow they can come to you. You might be even a bank when they need to. And the way the bank works is either you give that person the money or buy gifts, or even basic like providing shelter and food, right? So keep this in mind. You're really dealing with somebody who doesn't have good judgment, somebody who is displaying a huge weakness, like, I mean, and somebody who is playing upon good times. And whenever this person wants to get in the good graces, then you hear, oh my gosh, yes, do you remember this, do you remember that? They do know how to push this button. So they're like almost like masters of that. But this is like kind of like talking about being naive, and this is talking about somebody abusing somebody who is being naive or kind, right? Happened to me, and I'm an air sign. Like, you have this beggar in rags, and yeah, they're like really down and under. So be very careful about that, because look at all these reverse cards. Like, one is not reversed, and this is you. You have your head straight. You have your head straight. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at the 6s, 6. I mean, this is a karmic soulmate. Clearly, you have 999, you have 666, right? Same thing, if you really think about it. So the last row over here that I also see is you need to really look into details. You need to be really honest with yourself. As I said, self-evaluation is really important. Maybe you have to define what you really want. Not to say I want him or I want her and take this package. No, just forget and say to yourself what you want. And then just see really like what do you get from this person, and don't try to cater that this person fits in, right? No, if you want somebody who is working, you want somebody who is working full time. They're not jumping from work to kind of like go and jump bones on somebody else. They're working. They're moving upward. They're having a path. They are not always working on a kind of like delivery like what do you call it, pickup line on McDonald's. They are moving from, I don't know, call center to manager to supervisor. They actually really have some ambition, because how you do anything is how you do everything. Things from things that they actually don't think it's relevant to you will translate into relationships. So the same thing with relationship. If somebody just started doing the same old day in and day out, why would they move forward with you in a relationship? In fact, because they're frustrated with their life, they kind of like almost like a pressure cooker. It's just like never know when that's going to explode. But you are getting control in your hands. You are getting the stability. You are getting this understanding that you need to stabilize yourself. This is extremely positive over here. So you did pick yourself up. You are dusting yourself off. And I don't know what is like wrong with this person over here, because this person is declaring a victory. Maybe you guys did have a sex, but you had a sex because this person told you all these sweet things over here. So that's what I'm saying. Naive kind of like things. Somebody can take advantage of your goodness. And this means to me, and I really hate to tell you this person is coming back. This person wants to come back, and it looks like you're putting your foot down. I would not recommend you guys getting this person back. I just wouldn't. And I rarely say it. I usually say it, you have to do this and this and that, or no chance, or you have to jump through these hoops for this to happen. In this case, I'm seeing this person continuously messing your life. I do see you also getting firm and establish what you really want. But look, ultimately, it's telling you, you need to, like, because this is 1, right? This is 8, and this is 9. This is your reading, Libra. You need to look into details, and you need to look what is important for you to feel solid, right? Because we have a whole bunch of 9s here as well, as I told you, which means it's kind of like end of the road. Maybe this person has one more cat life left, and after that, no more. Maybe you have spent money and efforts on this person, and now you're saying, well, sure, you can come and see me as long as that fits me, but otherwise I just really don't want to know about it, and I don't want to deal with that. And that's why we have this success, that somehow it's saying moving forward is going to be success. Whatever it happens, both of you will be very happy, because look at this, 4 and 6 is 10. So we are finally getting into that forward motion. But be very careful. I also want to mention about this Judgment card over here, that somebody knew the right from wrong, and they did wrong. And I don't think that was you who did wrong. So was this your husband, and that you feel, well, I just don't really see kids over here. I don't see kids, because some people say, oh, I'm staying for the kids. Don't stay for the kids. No. I just see somebody here that you either felt it's going to go that way, or it is that way. So it's really important to, acknowledge this. So this person is very combative. This person has issues with their temper. This person is probably a sugar addict, and sugar addiction pushes his narcissism even higher. And they really have to deal with their own issues. They have to face the music themselves. And I really don't think they're doing. I think this person is telling you that he or she is doing lots of sacrifices for you. And the truth is, they're not. They're just saying everything so you would somehow feel they're doing something for you, because it looks like their superpower is X-ray vision in your soul. So they totally know what is going to melt you, and they're going to tell you this. So be careful, be aware, and if you're taking this person back, you have to be in control, my dear Libra. Also, please check your ascendant and check your moon sign, because this is a general reading, and this kind of like 2-3 things together would help to give you a better picture. However, the best is to order the reading for yourself. This is still on special for $50, down from $65. And you can reach out to me via my cattarot.ca website, or my email is down in the description box, mysticcattaro@gmail.com. Thank you guys. Don't forget to click, and don't forget to leave comments. And very soon I'm starting my monthly readings for September. Good luck, Libra. Can't wait to see what's going on here. Hopefully you'll clue me in. Love you. Bye.